Hey everyone, this is your resident mistress of evil, and today I want to show you a neat trick that you can use for Phantoms, which just released on Daz this week. What is this trick? Well, it's black magic. I just wanted to show you actually real quick how to change the colors to get colors that aren't necessarily represented in the flame mats that come with the set. As you can see on my left, I have blue and I have green and I have orange, white, purple, red, and yellow. But what if you want pink? I don't know why you would want a pink demon skull, but maybe you do and I don't judge. So today I'm going to show you how you can get pink by just editing some surfaces and changing some colors, and you won't even have to touch the textures or anything. So as you can see, I'm already in DS4 to be exact. You can also apply this to DS3 if you're still using that, as well as Poser, and I will show you how to edit it in Poser afterwards, but we're going to start in here. So I have my Surfaces tab selected, and we want to select the entire material zones that are in the skull itself, because we're going to change these colors across the board. We don't want to change them and have them different because seams might start to appear. So we definitely want to have all of our materials selected. And we're just going to change a couple of the colors here. And the first one is the diffuse color, which is a pretty obvious one. The second one we're going to change, you can actually also change the opacity color. You don't have to, because the pink will actually just show with diffuse and ambient. But this will actually kick it a little bit more into, I don't know, space or something. And then last but not least, the ambient color. Now, the thing to keep in mind here is the ambient is what is going to make it glow. So whatever color you put in the ambient channel, when you have your lights off, is going to show most prominently, because this is the glow color. But just to show you how this renders, it's very pink. It's scary pink. But you can see that it's more saturated than what's in the scene. So you have to, definitely render, like, take little test renders to make sure that it's not oversaturated. I mean, to me, this is oversaturated. But to me, it's too pink. So, it doesn't matter. But just for, demonstration purpose. Another thing that you can do is you can actually change these colors to be different. You don't have to use the same colors every time, and you can get a nice gradient rainbowy effect. Just to kind of show you what I'm talking about, see how it picks up the blue and it kind of turns it to a purple. If you want to change the opacity to be more blue, this will actually make it even more blue when you render it, actually probably too blue. So let's change that to green. And you can see that you can change these colors as much as you want to anything that you want, and you can keep getting different effects. But the thing to keep in mind that you definitely want to use this Flames Phantom Matte to start off with, because the base is white. So you're not going to get interference of the colors that are in these 6 textures here. So you definitely want to start off with a white base. Oh, I already rendered that one. But you can change these as much as you want. You can get some really cool effects. And it might just be something that matches your scene better than the mats that come with the set. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to Poser. And you can see that I've already got my skull loaded and my Flames Phantom Matte loaded. And now I'm going to just take this into the material room, and I'm going to change a couple of the textures. Now we're just going to select the skull for right now, and you can see there's a diffuse color and an ambient color. These are the colors that we're going to change. So I'll go ahead and change that to that, and change this to that. Maybe something a little bit lighter so it's not so saturated. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy these. You see how I have them all selected? And I'm going to paste them onto the other material zones. This is going to save you a whole lot of time because these are all the same and you won't have to set up anything else that's different, and you won't have to set them up the long way. And if you want to remove the detached nodes that remain after you paste, you can just use this button here. It says remove detached nodes, and it'll keep it nice and clean for you. So if you like what you get, you can always save it as a material. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to our scene, and I'm going to go to my render settings and turn on IDL if it's not already turned on. The thing to keep in mind in Poser, these actually will emit light to surrounding objects. So you have to have IDL and ray tracing enabled. Once you click the IDL, just to show you, ray tracing will automatically enable. I have my indirect light quality set to 17, and I'm going to show you how this renders. So you can see all these like little red spots. That's the IDL calculating where the light's going to bounce from. This is a pre-calculation mode, but it'll give you a final render when you're done. And you can see down here where the concentration of dots are, that's where the concentration of light is going to be, whereas the rest is a little bit more scattered. And you can see the light is already coming through. And if you have other scenes or other objects in the scene, like Vicky or Michael, or even, you know, architecture, what have you, this will cast light onto everything. So not just the floor, it'll do whatever, it'll cast light onto whatever you have in your scene. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to pink just to keep with the flow of the tutorial because, you know, I love me some pink demon skulls. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly change these again. And remove that and come back over to Pose and render it again. You'll also notice that in Poser, when you have IDL enabled, the light is going to take on whatever color is in the ambient channel, and it is going to emit that same exact light. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about to make it a little bit more clear for people who haven't done this yet. Now you can see the light that's emitting from the skull is pink instead of blue. And just to show you the difference, that's pink and that's blue. So whatever light you have, or whatever color more specifically, in the ambient channel is what color it is going to emit light as. So, you know, just something to keep in mind that when you want to use the glow and you want the color to shine through, that's the color that you want in the ambient. So just a quickie tutorial to show you guys something cool and something new that you guys could do with your skulls. I hope you had fun. See you next time.